The 362nd Engineering Company spends a lot of time on the water, building rafts, float bridges, and conducting water operations. So naturally, they're going to need plenty of qualified boat operators.
Without the boats, the rest of the mission can't be done.
Boat school is a critical aspect of the 362nd Engineer Company's training mission. They must teach new soldiers how to properly operate the boats and educate them on the ways of the water.
Today we're conducting a boat school. It's an opportunity for the members of our platoon who don't generally operate a boat to get out and actually get behind the stick a little bit. Furthermore, it allows us to identify who in the future we'll prep for becoming a boat operator.
Some of the newer guys, get them out there, get them familiarized with a dual boat here, a Cummins boat and a Sabre boat. Both are done with dual engines, so you have two sets of scoops, two sets of throttles, and a steering wheel. It's a little bit different than your normal boat out on the river.
These soldiers will learn the ins and outs of their watercraft as well as how to navigate their new liquid terrain.
We start off with just the components of the boat, and then we go into how to properly PMCS the boat. We'll practice launching them into the water. Once we get them in the water, we'll give them some hands-on, some stick time.
They're learning how to properly take care of the boat over the long term. They're doing component identification. They're actually learning how to go out and do boat patrols. Then they will be receiving interior bays and ramp bays and pushing them around.
The Steel Gators conduct many different types of waterborne operations, so the students will do quite a bit once they are trained up and behind the wheel.
In addition to just bridging, we've also used them downrange for security, as far as pulling security down on the rivers. We use them for dropping off infantry, river patrols, boat patrols, what to do when they react to contact, how to react, and all that tactical stuff that they'll be learning out here. So it's important that these soldiers know what they're doing.
Working on water with heavy equipment is serious business and can be very challenging. These soldiers will have to master their boats and literally learn how to go with the flow.
There's several different things that you have to learn how to do, especially when there's a current. You got to be able to learn how to work with the current to be able to emplace a ramp or a interior bay onto a construction site. And it can get kind of tricky, especially in the fast water. So it's important to get them the experience.
It's also important to simulate the conditions of stress in theater in order to prepare these engineers for the demands of combat.
We get them under stress with the boat school. It's a 48-hour operation with only 4 hours of rest. So it also adds a little strain to the soldiers and gives them realistic training for what they would see in the future, especially overseas when they're running continual ops and not getting a lot of rest. So getting them out and doing this is extremely important because we have a lot of young soldiers in this platoon and they don't know what it's like.
Training soldiers how to drive boats and work the waterways is critical to the 362nd Engineer Company's mission. So when the Army needs water ops, you can bet the Steel Gators will be there on the water to lead the way.
The bays, the ramps, anything can't be done without the boats. The boats are vital to what we do. They're the first ones in, the last ones out of the water. They have the gunners on them, and they provide security while we're out there building. Very important job.
It is very important, especially overseas. When you're in Iraq, you're called up at a moment's notice to put in many different types of bridge. And getting out here and actually being in the water helps the soldiers understand what they need to do over there.
New guys all aspire to become boat operators because that's the prima donna position, and that's what all young soldiers are aspiring to doing. And old soldiers like me just hate to give up the boat, I tell you. We love to keep the boat.
Boat school training is essential to keeping the 362nd Engineer Company fully staffed with qualified boat operators, so when called upon, they can continue to be successful on the battlefield.